This week I've been filming in Glasgow at a client's premises. We've got a setup where I'm recording with a lot of people doing piece cameras which are head and shoulder shots. So my setup today, I'm using a room that's approximately 4 meters by just over 4 meters long. I've got the room lights off and I have got two lights, one on either side of me, illuminating the wall. The wall is a white painted wall, so I don't need to put up a background behind me. If the wall was a bit messy or if it wasn't white, I would have put up a pop-up white background. But in this case, I've got a white wall, so I'm making use of that. It saves space, saves also equipment that I need to carry around. I've got two LED panels, one on that side and one on that side. Each one has got, I think, 600 LEDs in it. I then have two light panels exactly the same as the other ones here. They are about a meter or so to either side of the camera, and they're pointing at me, whereas these panels which are illuminating the back wall, they're at full power, whereas the ones that are beside the camera illuminating me are at 30% each. And the reason for that is I want the background to appear pure white. Above me, just here, I have a boom arm and a small video microphone. It's a Deity V-Mic D3 and it's a mini shotgun mic. I've got the cable running along the top of the boom arm and then down the mic stand, and that goes off to the camera. I'm using a Canon EOS R6, so that cable gets plugged straight into the mic input. I also have headphones on the camera so I can monitor each take. And although probably not essential, but I've got a dead cat on the microphone, so even if there were any plosives, hopefully that would block them all out. That's essentially the setup, apart from the teleprompter, which is directly in front of me, and also the camera. The teleprompter is a homemade affair, which is made from some MDF board, a picture frame, and a piece of partially silvered glass, which acts as the one-way mirror. The outside of the teleprompter I've covered with black material, which is velcroed into place, and I've got some pins also where necessary. At the back of that material, I've got an opening which I've got a drawstring that I can pull the hole tight, so the lens goes through that, and then I pull the drawstring and the hole closes up around the lens so that light doesn't get in from the back. As far as the words are concerned, I've got an iPad sat on the bottom part of the teleprompter. Because I am filming all day with my client, the battery on the iPad wouldn't last long enough. So what I have is a cable running to a power bank, and that's permanently plugged in. The trickle mode allows it to continue powering the iPad. So that does me all day. In fact, I think I've got a 20,000 milliampere hour power bank there, and that has been sufficient for 2 days of filming. As I said, behind the teleprompter, I've got a Canon EOS R6, and for the exposure that I'm using is f5.6, ISO of 400, and running at 25 frames a second, because I'm in the UK and it's a PAL system that we use here. So for 25 frames a second, my shutter speed is 1/50th of a second. In the United States, where it's NTSC, you'd be using a frame rate of 30 frames a second, so your shutter speed should be 60 frames a second. So the shutter speed is always double the frame rate of your video. So that's the setup that I use when recording piece-to-camera video shots at client premises. One final thing that I will say is it's very tempting when you're filming at home not to secure your microphone stand or your light stands. When I'm at a customer's premises, I can't guarantee that someone isn't going to bump into a light or into the mic stand. Accidents do happen. So to prevent any of those lights or the mic stand falling over, I use sandbags on the legs of my equipment. So the light stands have got a sandbag on them. The microphone stand has got a couple of sandbags on them. So that's the setup that I use when going out to film at clients' premises. I hope this setup helps you, but remember, keep all your lights the same color temperature. Don't put on your room lights along with your video lights if the color temperature is different. I do have another video that shows you what happens if you do that. I'll put a link up in the corner of the screen. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video useful, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos about how to make your own video and audio content, hit that subscribe bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.